I started running home because I didn't know what was happening. I thought it was going to come my way. It's definitely gunshots. Like, you don't mistake that.
A drive-by gives downtowners a late-night scare in Columbia.
And athletes kick, pass, and shoot while some businesses say, show me the money with the state games in town.
4 girl bands hit the stage tonight. We'll look at Columbia's newest camp. KOMU 8 News at 9 starts now.
Live from Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 9.
I never thought downtown would be that dangerous, though. Just immediate shots downtown. You hear, like I said, you hear them all around downtown, but never exactly downtown.
The usual Friday night changed when shots rang out on the streets of Columbia shortly after midnight. Good evening, I'm Elena O'Connell.
And I'm Maddie Heidenreich. Police confirmed that 3 people were injured in a shooting in the downtown area. Multiple shots were fired near the corner of 10th and Broadway about 12:30 this morning. The downtown area was back to normal this afternoon, but early this morning, the crime scene tape and numerous law enforcement vehicles gave Columbia a look far from normalcy. This
Right in a row, like bam, 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 bam. As I was running, like I saw people running close to me, like, you know, towards me and like away from the situation. So that's my first suspicions of whether it was a gunshot.
We were sent amateur video by a viewer. Officers in the area responded when they heard several gunshots. Columbia police say one victim had multiple gunshots to the lower body. Medics brought another victim to University Hospital with gunshot wounds to the hand. Police do not have information regarding the third victim at this time. This is the sidewalk on 10th Street between Broadway and Walnut Streets where police found 8 shell casings. One local describes the atmosphere as he walked home early this morning.
Monday marks Missing and Unidentified Persons Awareness Day. Today, groups and families of missing persons gathered at the Capitol to spread awareness about those who are missing. Family members told their emotional stories about their family members. They said how they've dealt with the loss and told how they've been supported. One father told about his son who disappeared in Chicago while on a trip for school.
For the last 6 years, we've learned to be new people. We've learned to live a new normal life.
Those at the gathering encouraged people to contact their lawmakers to make a database for more information on missing persons. They say the subject needs more awareness.
Hundreds of people from all over the state converged on Columbia this weekend for the 29th annual Show Me State Games. Today's events included lacrosse, pickleball, soccer, and more. Local business owners say they usually see an increase in customers whenever the Show Me State Games are in town. One owner
over the years, more and more people that are involved with the Show Me State Games, it brings in more and more business for the community.
Outdoor games are postponed until further notice because of weather. For a complete schedule of events for the Show Me State Games, head to our story on KOMU.com.
Imagine learning to play an instrument, forming a band, and writing your own original song in just 1 week.
Girls at Columbia's new camp, Como Girls Rock, got on stage and performed their original songs tonight. KOMU 8's Nicole Kersavage gives us a look inside the camp.
Just last week, Emma Briner didn't know how to play the bass.
I love the bass so much right now. It's like I can't let anybody touch my bass at this point.
20 girls came together this week for the first ever Como Girls Rock Camp.
The goal really overall is just to empower young girls and to show them that they have the ability to do this.
Campers formed bands and wrote their own original songs. One group formed a band called 5% Glass.
It's been awesome. Our band worked really well together to get like lyrics down and everything.
It's like amazing. Like they have blown my mind so much. It's really cool. It's very inspiring.
Campers say they want to continue playing music after the camp ends.
I really like the camp and I'm really glad I got to come to this. I would be disappointed if I had done anything different. So.
It's just so cool to see them come together and do something like this and like find unity in that.
Nicole Kersavage, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
The bands performed their original songs at Mojo's tonight.
30 years strong and growing, the Community Garden Coalition celebrated its anniversary today with a garden tour. Participants started at the garden at Broadway Christian Church. Here and at 4 other gardens, people of all ages took part in a learning activity and scavenger hunt. The coalition started back in 1983 with only 3 gardens. Today, the number of self-managed gardens associated with the coalition has grown to about 32. But for some, gardening has been a way of life for quite some time.
My mother always had this huge garden. I mean, as big as the Broadway Gardens is here, but just one family. And with just always was great to have all that fresh vegetables even in the wintertime.
Demonstrations on the tour converged vertical gardening, tomato staking methods, planting in containers, and companion planting. Up next for the coalition is the Twilight Walk and talk focusing on garden pests.
Today, the Hello Baby Expo came to Mid-Missouri. The expo ran from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Holiday Inn Expo Center. The Boone Hospital Center and the Columbia Tribune set up booths for new and expecting moms to ask questions and enter drawings. Fathers also came to the event to learn more about having a family. Children were also welcome at the expo. The kids enjoyed having their faces painted and playing with the other kids.
It seemed like a perfect fit. We knew there wasn't anything quite like it here in Columbia or in Mid-Missouri, and so it sounded like a really important thing to bring to town.
The organizers are happy with the turnout. Lucky says he hopes the expo will become an annual event. He also thinks Columbia is the ideal location for the expo because it is a central point for all of Mid-Missouri.
And after a rainy evening, we send it over to Tori and weather for an update on what's happening over tonight. Tori?
Well, due to those strong showers and thunderstorms we've been experiencing throughout the past couple of hours, we are under